the state emergency operation center here got activated, and many of the districts which were affected in the mock exercise, I mean, there also their operation centers got activated. And then step by step, whatever action needs to be taken, information has to flow in here, and then based on the information, each there is one group actually that is already laid down. If you are aware about this incident response system, that a very well laid out manual is there. I mean, an elaborate manual is there in what all actions are being taken by each authority in the state, and what are his or her roles when a disaster strikes. So as per that manual, I mean, further steps we take, and also by doing this, we test our coordination, how by coordination that is existing among all, and the flow of information. So those are critical things. So those so step by step the steps were taken, and from the districts also at their level also they were doing all that, and then we had a person from NDMA also. I mean, if you are yesterday also you would have interacted. We have Major General Sudhir Bhai, who's from NDMA, a lead consultant there for such activities, and along with observers. And we had people from CAPA, Assam Rifle, and other central government agencies also, because when a disaster strikes, I mean, the manual and the act provide that the response has to be, I mean, total, I mean, it has to be in a manner where the whole of government works. So, taking that spirit further, I mean, this in mock exercise also, all were invited and all were a part. So, this then the CSOs also. Like we also, there is a window actually. In fact, the first responders in it always know is other community. So that part was also there. So that was also made a part of this mock exercise. Then after carrying out all the mock exercise steps, then a detailed debriefing session. Before this, we were having that only, where it was we want to try to understand where all the gaps still were there, and what all systems which is on the paper we didn't work the way we wanted. So after getting the feedback of everyone, so those things have been highlighted, and our effort is to again carry back these learnings, and if required we can make some more changes, and also do or take all the necessary steps so that those learnings that we have got, and those deficiencies which we found in our coordination, that we cover up and ensure we, God forbid, any disaster strikes, so we are able to rise up to the occasion and manage the disaster in a better and more effective manner. So now I will request Major General Sudhir Bhai, who is the lead consultant from NDMA. He has been associated with this right from the start, and even before coming here also he was guiding us how to do this. He has a lot of experience in this mock exercise, besides the real disasters which take, but this mock exercise also how it is to be done, and how this entire incident response system should work. So he has some, he shared some insights with us, but now request him to also, like for the convenience and benefit of everyone, so that whatever you will be reporting, it will come out the media to people at large. So something you would like to convey from his side, his learnings and his thoughts, and with an aim to actually make our system better than what it is right now, the way it's functioning.
Thank you. So this year's mock exercise was actually a little different from previous ones. This year's mock exercise was a little different from the previous one because we had made it impact based. So whatever the scenario was, what would be the kind of casualties, what would be the requirement of hospital beds, ambulances, etc. All this had been worked out district-wise, and the plans were to be made as per this requirement. We had looked at multifaceted scenarios, including damage to surface communications through multiple landslides, damage to the Dimapur airport, damage to dams like Doyang, damage to hospitals, besides casualties due to building collapse. The response and the manner in which the reaction came in from the districts in the state was quite good. But as they say in disaster preparedness, there's always scope for doing more. So specifically, I think 2 or 3 areas where more can be done and is being done is one is communications. What happens if you lose total mobile communications, as would be the case nearly in every earthquake? So redundancy, use of satellite communications, and especially the role of the telecom department and the service providers in this is something that we would be working on. The second is concerted and coordinated effort by the Roads and Bridges Department along with the BRO and NHTSL in opening roads which are hit by landslides on a prioritized basis. So designation of lifelines and putting all your efforts on opening these lifelines first. A third very important aspect is the safety of petrol pumps. Earthquakes are likely to cause fires in petrol pumps, and this needs attention, not only as an earthquake hazard, but also on a standalone mode. That petrol pumps need to have their proper fire response plans, in addition to coordination with neighboring shops, houses, etc., who need to be warned to move out, traffic control, etc. School safety is already being addressed. A little more emphasis probably will work out. These are the major things that came out during this mock exercise. But the biggest plus was the synergy and coordinating functioning with multiple agencies, including the NDRF, the Central Armed Police Forces, the Army, the SAM Rifles. In fact, first yesterday, the Inspector General of SAM Rifles, IGR North himself, was present for this tabletop exercise. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Like we are sort of privileged in this and we can get access, but as ordinary civilians you may not get access in times like this. So from your experiences during this exercise, if you have any suggestions, please give those suggestions to us so that we can work on it, because those problems that you will face everybody else will go through. So can we call it on? Yeah.
If there is no other police, can we call it out?
Yeah. I don't think there is any question. Okay, yeah, sir, thank you.
One thing. So, this is the 8th edition, and even after everything has been planned, we've observed that everything was in chaos. And of course, that quakes won't come unannounced, but if we are at this level of preparedness, how do you think what will the, concerned department devise ways to tackle this kind of issues, if at all it happens? God forbid.
Regarding that issue, this is something which we have also noted, and then definitely, if I'd like to request that people we have a tendency to take things casually. So to sensitize the people, the public, and then even including our government officials, that this kind of exercise should be taken seriously. So this is one aspect which we would also like to pass on to you to appeal and also to sensitize our people that during this kind of mock exercise, otherwise, as I was saying, that if we are not prepared, that if suddenly something happens, it's all gone. So this is something which we would like to appeal to the public and all the people of the state to take, even though it is a mock exercise, it's like something which we play out. However, this is where we get the chance to actually understand where our position is and on what kind of reaction, how to react, and then what is our responsibility. So this is in fact taking this platform we would like to actually appeal.
Yes. One more. What was the number of casualties, total number of casualties? And also damage done.
Actually, as per this report received from the districts, we have human casualty that is dead, 688, and then injured 3,284, houses damaged partially and fully, 11,574, schools 20, offices 10, even hospitals 7, and then roads blocked by landslides and sinking 5, bridges, a bridge 1, dam collapse 1, that is Guyam Dam, and then others which has not been specified 11, and of course landslide, road and landslide all together it is 12.
But what are these are mock figures?
These are mock figures. Yes.
Mock figures.